Well, we're just getting ready to start day 2 of our Mojave trip. So a little chilly this morning, but not bad. So behind me, we got our camp here. I tell you, it was a little breezy last night, so a little cold. Not too bad though. Got all bundled up in the tent there, so got my tent right there. Anyway, woke up this morning and got the sun shining on these cliffs behind us. And I don't know if you can see this, but the sun's coming up over there on these rock outcroppings here just next to us. Really pretty. We're gonna drive up the road here just a little ways, not in the direction that we necessarily need to go, but you know, go up there and check it out. I know there's some more really pretty camp spots up there, so we're gonna go see that and then head on down the trail. So thanks for joining us today, and hope we see a lot of really cool stuff. I'm sure we will. So thanks for coming along. I thought we'd take a little run out to the end of Carruthers Canyon here. Well, I don't know if we'll go to the end or not, but anyway, just wanted to come up here and check out some of these rock formations. Just really cool up in here. This is considered the New York Mountains, I think is what they're called. So pretty rugged. Great camping up here. A lot of camping spots. I think this is probably one of the most popular camping places along the trail. So yeah, a lot of fire rings and everything up here, so a lot of places are fairly sheltered. So ours last night was not really, but anyway, we survived. Looks like kind of a sketchy hill here. officially back on the Mojave Road for the day. So this marks the start for the day. I don't know, around mile marker 39 something, I think. Anyway, headed to Marl Springs. I think that's our next major stop. So we'll just wander through the Joshua Tree Forest here and get there here in a little bit. Drop down into Watson Wash as you exit off of the main road is notoriously one of the more difficult sections of the Mojave Road, and so we just had to kind of take the opportunity to get some extra footage of the Jeeps just flexing our way down this steep little hill. So Camp Rock Creek, yeah, pretty popular spot back in the 1800s. Used, pretty crucial for Native Americans, the Army, miners, cowboys and ranchers when they got to the area. And so there was actually a camp set up here, Army camp, that protected the mail route from San Bernardino to Prescott. And it was kind of common back then for a few years. But conditions were so harsh that interestingly enough, of the 73 men that were stationed here throughout the years, 23 of them abandoned camp. So couldn't have been very fun, I'm sure. But anyway, still pretty critical. Cool place, a lot of history. We're gonna circle around. There's a rock cabin up on top. And so we're gonna go up and see that and go from there. But yeah, pretty neat piece of history right here along the trail. Well, I think this is where the water comes, and this right here, it's all the water we see. So not gonna feed a herd of cows on that, but you know, a few critters coming in here once in a while getting a drink is probably pretty likely.
They got 2 rock houses here.
The rock house was built by a man by the name of Bert George Smith. Mr. Smith was a World War I veteran who had suffered from the effects of poisonous gas and shell shock during the war, and so he homesteaded here in 1929 and lived here for quite a while. Started out as a wood structure, but changed it to rock after a while. He was totally disabled when he was sent here, literally sent here to die. But the desert climate was good for him. He fooled the experts and lasted for quite a while. Ended up dying in a nursing home nearby in 1967. Today, the rock house is managed by the National Park Service, and they do a pretty good job of keeping the area around cleaned up and the cabin looking good. So keep it locked up so nobody can get in and trash the place, which is nice. But we were able to sneak a few photos through the windows, and it looks like you could still camp out here today. Government holes were created in 1860, and they would last for nearly 100 years, supporting the cattle industry in the area. They were created as a more reliable water source than the nearby Camp Rock Springs, which was generally dependent more on water runoff and flooding. Now, one of the most famous incidents that happened in the area was probably one of the last classic Old West gunfights of all time. Funny thing is, though, no survivors in this one. Both of them were killed in the fight.
section just west of the Kelso Road here. You know, the book said the trail goes back to being a primitive road, and well, I don't know if I'd classify this as primitive. Maybe. Yeah, probably. Compared to what we were just on, it is definitely. Anyway, it's supposed to be entering a section where it's just a long ways of nothing. So anyway, we'll see how this works out. But 20 some miles of just desert, no outroads or anything. So you know, you definitely get pretty remote back in here. So gotta make sure we take care of the rigs and don't overdo things here. Definitely not the place to break down. So alright, pulling into Marl Springs. Doesn't look like we're the only ones here, but I didn't figure we would be. Got a couple groups ahead of us here, which is fine. There's plenty of room for us all. This was one of the springs along the route, so this one also was probably heavily guarded, so by the army and whatnot. Anyway, we'll get out here and check it out.
Made it to Marl Springs. Kind of a cool place. We'll do a few spots. Behind me is a cave where probably some of the water came from there, but a lot of lush areas around. This place was occupied. It was one of the important water stops along the mail route. There was some troops here from 1867, I think, till 1868, just for a couple of years, year and a half or so. It was actually found in 1853, I think it was, found by a surveyor that was out looking for routes for the railroad, and came across this place. Named it Marl Springs for the marly clay, I guess, that was found here. So anyway, who knows how they named this stuff. But yeah, it was developed pretty good. Got some corrals down below me here, and then that view out across the desert there is, that's pretty cool. We've been watching that all the way up here. That's what's made the whole worth it. So anyway, I'm gonna wander up over here. I'll show you some of the other spots that got a little bit of water seeping out over here. A few bees wandering around. People that were just here said they a lot of times see bighorn sheep here, so I'm gonna keep our eye out for them. Hopefully we get lucky, but probably not. So that's the direction we came from. That's looking kind of northeast. But this is what's amazing. As you pan over this way, this view just gets incredible. Looking out across the desert there. That's just awesome. This was likely one of the main places that the water came from. So you look down in there a little ways. I don't know how far that goes, and I ain't gonna find out, but below us here, you can see the green seep here. So it's actually some water here. Steep here, so you don't fall. A little pond of water there. Got some bees enjoying the green. So this is kind of where it starts, and it goes down through here. A lot of marsh and vegetation and stuff, and then down below is actually the tank, so we'll go check that out next. I got to do a little research on this. I think this was probably a pump, and then they had a donkey make circles in here and pump water from the middle. That's my guess. Could be wrong. I'm guessing that this is probably where the cabin or dwelling unit was. Somebody's used that as a fire pit for now, camping spot. This area had a lot of activity through the 1800s and even later, so who knows. So we kind of have two sources here, I think. We got the one up over here somewhere, kind of comes down that way, And we got this one over here to my left, comes down where all this green stuff is. Bunch of piping put together, and then they bring it together and drop it right into this tank. So this is where kind of the main watering spot used to be. Obviously now all the pipes and stuff are disconnected and broken apart, and so there's no water in here anymore, which is kind of a shame. But then, yeah, at some point ranchers would have had some cattle here, loading chute down there. I can't imagine bringing a cattle truck up here, but I suppose they did. Wow, that'd be a drive.
The circular rock formations was called an arastra, and it was used in mining. So a donkey would walk around the outside of the circle, dragging a large flat grinding stone in the middle, which would crush the ore and get it down to a state that they could process it.
Found the Mojave Road mailbox here. I forgot my stickers. This is where I really needed stickers. And of course, like any mailbox, you got Old Glory there. Let's see what's inside here. Somebody has cleaned it out. Looks like there's just a sign-in book though, so. I guess we'll sign in. Well, I think they might be trying to clean things up. This, I think, is where the Jeeps were, back there by that tree right there. Looks like that's where the gnomes used to be. And then I found this deal right here. We got the dragon eating the gnome. He said there was a turtle here. I don't see the turtle. Anyway, oh, back here. Here he is. There's the turtle right there. So I think they're trying to clean things up. We did find the frogs, though. I think the frog shrine is the oldest. I think it's been here for a long time. So this is the original shrine out here. So I think they left that. But unless I'm just missing it, I think they cleaned up the other ones. Well, our terrain changed here. We got all these volcanic cinder cones here all around us. So just past a connecting road here. I think would have been traffic on the trail today. So, but we've definitely gotten down into the lava bed areas. You can see back over here, nothing but cinder cones. So one time was a pretty active area.
Well, we missed the lava tubes. Gonna have to catch those next time, I guess. So we're kind of trying to make up some ground and get as close to the Soda Lake as we can. Camp over there somewhere. It's just, yeah, it's getting late in the day on
Well, we have had enough wheeling for today. So we stopped, not where I was aiming for, but just a little bit short. We are just on the east side of Soda Lake. So got camp going up behind us here. Got my tent, my Jeep over there. Found a semi-level spot. Not very, but so we're gonna have some dinner, nice and quiet and calm here tonight. And the best part, check out the sun setting on these mountains behind us. Man, this is beautiful. It's just nice and calm and still. So good thing is we're gonna have the sun on us fairly early in the morning, which is okay. We got to get a good start. So yeah, we got Soda Lake looking west. It's over there. That brownish haze, I'm guessing, is from LA. That's why we live in Phoenix. But yeah, beautiful view. So we're gonna get some dinner cooked up and campfire started and hang out for a little bit, and then start it again tomorrow morning, finish it out. Short day tomorrow. So thanks for staying with us today, and we'll see you next time. Cooking dinner. Beans, rice and beans. What do we got going over here, Jim? We got some
Steaks,
nice little steaks.
some mashed potatoes,
Going. Got the setup here. Walked into a site that had a
Montana.
lamp holder. Got a little Montana lemonade going. Help us some bear proof. Pretty tasty stuff. Can't beat a kitchen like this.